Picture this scene. It's December in California. The air is crisp and the campus is adorned with festive decorations. Finals are finally over. A collective sigh of relief sweeps through the student body. Friends are excitedly heading home, and there you are, staring at a flight to Lagos, the vibrant capital of Nigeria. Your mum calls daily, her voice filled with anticipation, eager to see you, to hold you, but something holds you back, a knot of anxiety in your stomach, and you just can't bring yourself to click book now. For international students, especially in these uncertain times, leaving isn't just a holiday. It's a calculated risk, a gamble with high stakes. Will you even be able to get a visa appointment in time to return? Will new travel restrictions suddenly be imposed, trapping you abroad, far from your studies and your life here? The fear is palpable, a heavy weight in the air. You've heard stories, whispered in hushed tones, a friend who got stuck for months, visa expiring, classes missed, another who risked it all only to be denied re-entry, never returning to finish their degree. So you make the difficult decision to stay, watching as campus becomes nearly empty, a ghost town of deserted classrooms and silent hallways, sharing a quiet, lonely meal with the few others who are too scared to leave, a silent understanding passing between you. The pull of home is undeniably strong, a constant ache in your heart. Family, their warm embraces and familiar faces. Food, the comforting flavors of your culture, prepared with love, belonging, the sense of being truly seen and understood. But the stakes are even higher, the potential consequences far-reaching, your hard-earned degree, the culmination of years of dedication, your future career prospects, the opportunities that await you upon graduation, everything you've sacrificed and worked tirelessly for to achieve this dream. You ultimately choose safety and security over the immediate joy of reunion, sending love and longing through the cold, impersonal medium of a screen. Soon becomes a fragile promise, a hollow word heavy with uncertainty and unspoken anxieties. For many international students, the once bright dream of studying in America slowly transforms into a gilded cage, beautiful on the outside, but confining nonetheless. You're physically here, present on American soil, but you feel trapped, unable to freely leave and return without facing significant risks. The potential risk associated with purchasing a one-way ticket home is simply too great to bear. And so, with a heavy heart, you wait, patiently biding your time, hoping with every fiber of your being that the next holiday season will bring a different, more welcoming reality. What unseen force erected this invisible wall seemingly overnight? What series of events led to such drastic limitations on global movement? It wasn't built with bricks and mortar, but with policies born from pandemic panic and fueled by a rapidly evolving understanding of a novel threat. In 2020, COVID hit the world with unprecedented speed and ferocity, and borders slammed shut overnight with little warning and even less clarity. For international students, travel became a high-stakes gamble, a game of chance with constantly changing odds. One day you could fly home, anticipating a joyful reunion with family and friends. The next, without explanation, you were banned, your plans shattered, your future uncertain. Proclamations changed by the hour, leaving everyone scrambling to keep up with the latest restrictions and requirements. If you left your host country, you faced the very real possibility that you might not be allowed to return, jeopardizing your studies and your future. Embassies closed their doors, suspending essential services. Visa appointments vanished from the calendar, and countless students were trapped in a bureaucratic limbo, their lives on hold. Renewing a visa, normally a routine process, became a nearly impossible task, a labyrinth of paperwork and red tape. Essential documents expired, rendering students unable to travel or work, but no one seemed to be able to offer assistance. The rules and regulations kept shifting, often without warning, creating a climate of constant anxiety and uncertainty for students far from home. Even now, years later, the backlogs persist, a lingering reminder of the disruption. Some students continue to wait over a year for crucial visa interviews, their lives in a holding pattern. Any new crisis, whether political instability or another global health emergency, could trigger a repeat, locking the gates once again. International students now live with multiple backup plans for their backup plans, constantly preparing for the unexpected. The wall, though perhaps less visible, isn't truly gone. It just has more gates, more checkpoints, all poised and ready to close at a moment's notice. The underlying fear remains a constant companion, subtly shaping every decision, every plan, every dream. For international students, this pervasive uncertainty has become the new normal, a challenging reality they must navigate daily. Pursuing the dream of an international education now comes with a price, constant vigilance, and the ever-present awareness that the world can change in an instant. These aren't just cold, hard statistics on a page. These are real lives filled with hopes, dreams, and very real challenges. Each number represents a person navigating a complex system, often far from home and their support networks. Meet Ananya from India. Top of her class and a shining example of academic excellence, she flew home full of excitement for a routine visa renewal. But the reality hit hard. The earliest appointment she could find, a staggering 10 months away. She effectively lost a year of her studies, forced to watch her friends and peers move on, graduate, and begin their careers without her. After months of agonizing stress and uncertainty, she finally returned to continue her studies, but the emotional and academic cost was undeniably high. Then there's Chen from China, a dedicated PhD student deeply immersed in his research at a university in New York. News arrived that his beloved grandmother had fallen gravely ill back home, but strict travel bans and immigration policies meant that, if he left the country to see her, he might face insurmountable obstacles in returning to complete his studies. He made the heartbreaking decision to stay, forced to say his goodbyes over a strained video call, ultimately missing her final precious moments. The weight of guilt and the profound grief were utterly overwhelming, a burden he carried alone, but he felt he couldn't risk jeopardizing his future and all the hard work he had invested. These stories, unfortunately, are far too common and can be found everywhere. Missed milestones that can never be reclaimed, dreams deferred indefinitely, and a constant undercurrent of anxiety that never truly fades. The message spreads quickly through the international student community. Don't risk it, the potential consequences are too severe. Students are forced to meticulously weigh every decision, no matter how small, knowing that even one wrong move, one misstep could trigger a chain reaction that changes everything. The true human cost of these policies is often invisible to those outside the system, but it is immense and deeply felt. Sacrifices continue to pile up, one on top of another. Separation from family, lost time that can never be recovered, and a profound loss of peace of mind, impacting mental health and overall well-being. For many bright and promising individuals, the price of pursuing an American education is paid in constant uncertainty and fear. These stories resonate deeply and echo in the minds of every international student contemplating their future. The warning they receive, both explicitly and implicitly, is clear and unwavering. The bureaucratic system is often unforgiving and inflexible, and the stakes for each and every one of them are always deeply personal and profoundly impactful. To understand the fear in 2025, let's rewind. January 2020, US restricts travel from China. Soon bans hit Iran, Europe, Brazil. Campuses closed, but home was now on a banned list. Summer 2020, a rule threatened to deport students if classes went online. Outrage forced a reversal, but trust was broken. As bans lifted, embassies faced massive backlogs. Visa interviews became nearly impossible to get. Students from India, Nigeria, Colombia waited hundreds of days for a simple stamp. Now, the acute crisis is over, but scars remain. Backlogs persist, and political tensions can trigger new delays. The system's fragility is clear. Students know anything can change overnight. Years of instability have left deep uncertainty. The ground beneath their feet still feels shaky. International students are pulled in two directions. Home means family, culture, and belonging. The urge to return is powerful, but in the US, their future is at stake. Research, careers, dreams built on sacrifice. Leaving even briefly risks everything. Missing semesters, lost scholarships, derailed plans. The result? Guilt for missing family moments, anxiety about status, and constant fear of policy changes. Students hide their struggles, projecting success to family, downplaying anxiety to friends. The emotional toll is heavy and the pressure is relentless. It's hard to focus on studies when your future feels so fragile. Many feel they don't fully belong anywhere. The tug-of-war is isolating and the burden is immense. Creativity and learning suffer under constant stress. For many, this is the hidden cost of chasing a dream abroad. The struggle is real and often invisible. Universities didn't stand by idly. They fought hard for their students and their well-being. When harsh rules threatened deportation and shattered dreams, schools like Harvard and MIT took action and sued the government. The backlash worked effectively. The policy was ultimately dropped. International student services became crucial lifelines, offering essential legal help, providing emergency funds, and expanding remote learning options. Professors showed compassion and understanding, adjusting deadlines and advocating fiercely for students. Universities proved they're more than just buildings. They're caring communities that truly care. The academic world rallied together, showing students unequivocally they weren't alone. Support systems grew even stronger, offering much-needed stability amidst the chaos. The message was crystal clear. You absolutely matter here. In times of crisis, the enduring bonds of scholarship held firm and strong. Universities became a vital source of hope and unwavering protection. Amid the chaos, hope survives. Students have built strong networks, sharing advice and support. WhatsApp groups and forums turn isolation into community. Preparation is key. Renewing visas early, staying informed, documenting everything. Universities and advocacy groups push for better policies and faster processing. Some embassies are improving and the conversation is shifting toward welcoming talent. Progress is slow but real. The world wants these students and America is starting to remember why. If you're an international student, your fears are valid, but so is your strength. Lean on your community, use your resources and keep going. For everyone else, show empathy, advocate for fairness, and welcome these future leaders. Their journey is hard enough. Let's make it easier. Together, we can turn uncertainty into hope.